Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things already rolling. Van Dijk playing game number 100 for his current employers.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
Olise, now Modric, Olise, Pedri, Mbappe, now it's Dani Olmo, and he is deftly away, and this is Messi, oh, shooting chance! Olise, Tonali, for Olise. He is starved of space and time. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Diaz. Now it's Mbappe. Now Mbappe! Oh, he hit that sweetly. Tonali. And here's Shevchenko, tries one from range. He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
No surprise there. Can't be hesitant in those moments, Peter. Just allowed the defence to regroup and stop the attack.
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe, real chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. It's a pretty loose pass. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Diaz is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. This is a promising build-up. And here's Messi. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Brazil really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Threads one in. Big chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Messi plays it short. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, that is one way to stop him. Modric. And it's Tonali. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. And it's Messi. That's a good foray he's making. He's found a way through. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Messi clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, this is a great... And Messi! Goal! Brazil!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Brazil have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Cross goes in there. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. It's gone out for a throw-in. He's found a way past, and he's managed to get free. Cleared away.
Brazil couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Rafinha. Modric. Nicely worked. Brilliantly cut out. Diaz. Oh, no joy this time. Modric. Now it's Mbappe. And Rafinha. And it's Serginho. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? And the referee has signalled for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Manchester United currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half and we will be back with the second half shortly. Back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Shevchenko! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Rafinha tries to pass it through. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo makes a dash for it. Modric. So what can they make of this? Pass is just off target. And they've got rid. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the... Can he finish? Manchester United still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. No, he's just misjudged that one. Pedri. Passing is crisp and sharp. He won't be happy with that one. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And it's Shevchenko. Diaz is onto it in a flash.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Silvestre is always looking to play quality balls. Pedri. Nicely weighted ball. Modric.
Brazil have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, easy pickings there. He's going for goal! Serginho. Akanji. Serginho. Modric. 75 minutes played. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Shot could be on the Shevchenko! Shevchenko! This guy is class! He's got himself an absolute peach. There seemed no way back, but they are level.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going.
Goes for a shot! In he goes again! Goal! Brazil! And They're back in front! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Brazil with the lead.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Now it's Shevchenko. Rafinha looking for the run. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's a Rafinha! That's a fair try, but just off target. The pass is intercepted. Great vision. And here's Mbappe, and he's got the beating of his man. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. An opportunity then to pull clear here. This looks promising. And the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Silvestre. Can he get it through?
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
And he's been shifted off it. Elise. Oh, they could break here. Oh, well measured. And it's made it now Mbappe.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Arsenal.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So off we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source. He's having a shot! What a wonderful goal!
What a super start, a total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, a breakthrough already. Koundé. Arsenal couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Koundé, Saliba, Camavinga, tries to pass it through. Tonali, passing is crisp and sharp. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Royce, now Ødegaard. Can he get on the end of this?
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Knocks it into space. Akanji, Merino, and they can counter here. Camavinga, and this is Ronaldo. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Real chance! Oh, it's a stunning goal! A finish of true class. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Now it's Shevchenko. Royce.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he cuts out the supply. Camavinga.
Arsenal definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Pass somewhat off target. Merino. Shevchenko. Shevchenko. Saliba. Royce. Ødegaard. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Ødegaard. Can he finish? And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Shevchenko! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find the finish after that.
He's going for goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Merino. Now then, the ball's come loose. He's being urged to... And a chance! And he hits the net. They're back within reach. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Manchester United may be down, but not out just yet. He's shifting through the gears here. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Great vision. Caught offside that time. Nicely spread. Neatly. There's the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
A wonderful ball to play him in like that. Great pace, into feet, nearly superb.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Messi.
That was lovely, that.
That's good running with the ball. And he welcomes it in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cristiano Ronaldo in with the challenge.
2 added minutes
It's an
has been
imaginative
indicated.
pass. Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. Raul. Messi. And here's Shevchenko. That's it, 45 minutes up. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our charity fund, Chance in Football.
So we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, split-second reaction.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Roll! And now a sudden chance to counter. Raul. Nuno Mendes. Saliba. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe. Rijkaard does well to get it back. Merino looking to add to his goal. Now it's Shevchenko. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Mbappe. Royce is, of course, well known for his dancing feet.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape.
Chance for a shot! Mbappe. Raul. Pings in. Oh, good! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Tonali.
The attendance for this match was 71,000.
Camavinga has created one goal already. Tries to play it through. Great ball if he can get there. Takes a shot! And that's a sharp finish! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number
The
19.
two coaches are signalling
Modric.
changes here, both at the same
Number
time.
10.
And a
Mbappe.
really good game is threatening to
Number
break out
22.
here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted
Coming
here,
on the
Peter,
field,
and the crowd are
number
reacting
7,
to that now.
Fernandes.
This is their second
Number
corner of the
11,
game.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 9, Rafinha. Substitution in progress.
And he's gone looking for safety. And that's a throw-in. Raul plays it in. Tries to get it clear. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And it's skewed away. Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Nuno Mendes. This is a promising build-up. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Nakata. Stoik shapes to shoot! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Substitution.
So, third corner of the game. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And that is well cleared. Koundé. Rijkaard. Nuno Mendes with the cross. Akanji attempts a clearance.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Van Dijk. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And it's Shevchenko. Vitinha. Looking for options for movement. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's been played through. And the finish! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
And there was Cristiano Ronaldo! And that's in! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Arsenal visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Rafinha. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Fernandes. And no, he's seen through all of that. Searching pass he's played there. And that should get the job done. Arsenal ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Rafinha. Referee's given a throw. Rafinha. Cristiano Ronaldo. Vitinha.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind
There will be
is
5
filled.
minutes added time.
Oh no, this does not look good. Chris, and it's in. His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. Another one. This must be his personal high. This is a gloriously... And Shevchenko! 5 minutes to add. Nicely shaped ball. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be...
There could be trouble here. And Shevchenko!
They don't come much harder, Peter, than Giuseppe Bergomi, and I can tell you that from personal experience.
Traditional Italian.
Even his handshake is hard, but a level setter when it comes to discipline and organisation, not to mention his leadership qualities.
Don't argue with him. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. Camavinga, and he shoots! It's bounced back off the post. And he's there to get it away. Del Piero. Rice. Manchester United are applying all the early pressure.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And here's Dembele. Nedved.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Merino, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Shevchenko! Nice defending, it's got the job done. Neither side yet able to find the net. And here's Dembele. He's picked his way through. Mbappe. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Del Piero. Tries one from range. Oh, split-second reaction.
Del Piero actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Shevchenko. Passing is crisp and sharp. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Mbappe. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. That's a lovely, neat pass. Chips it through. Dembele finding himself in space. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nedved. Big chance! And we have our very first corner. And the shot! There it is! And we have liftoff! So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Nedved can see things others simply cannot. Vieira. Chiellini. And it's Neymar. That is a brilliant interception.
Manchester United certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Oh, it's Dembele. Neymar. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Munich have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for some...
Can he finish? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Nedved is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. He's had a shot! And it's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. Bergomi duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Quality ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Some resolute defending there. And the referee has signalled for half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Del Piero. Aims beyond the... And Del Piero! And again! And it's there! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who...
Takes a shot! Off the post! It's a goal! His utter joy! He engages with absolute happiness. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great...
Rice! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Manchester United, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Vieira, looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Now it's Shevchenko. It's played through for him, and he's got away from him. Mbappe was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
He's had it taken off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Rice, and he's had it nicked away. Merino. Rice. Neymar. Oh, the ball's come loose here. That's a lovely pass. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that's neat. It's Neymar! Oh, terrific save.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Corner number 3 coming up. Punched away. And it's Bergomi. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Thuram. Vieira has created 1 goal already. And it's Tonali. Mbappe.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
That looks a good ball through. And he was quick to react. Nedved. Neymar. Del Piero is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. That's a little off target. And it's Neymar. Vieira. And here's Neymar. Nedved. And the shot! Has another go!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Knocks it into space. Tonali, and that's been intercepted. And here's Del Piero. Olise tries to pass it through. Oh, that's fabulous. They're urging him to shoot. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing. Manchester United really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good...
Del Piero! Alessandro Del Piero! Another ice-cool goal! A finish right from the top draw! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Now, he's got space here. No, he's just misjudged that one. It's not an especially good pass, that. And he's got the beat. It's Neymar! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Del Piero stood his ground. Chance! Pulled out the best in the keeper. And smartly reclaimed. Rice. Rice! Oh, impressive strike. Tonali. And the number on the board is 3. This is a promising build-up. Bergomi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Vieira. Looking for options for movement. Nicely worked. That's the keeper's ball. And that's that. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. So hello and a warm welcome to all fans of Spanish football. It is great to have you on board again. We all remember, of course, so vividly the memories of last season, but now the slate has been wiped clean, and ahead of us, months and months of toil, sometimes torture and travail, but as ever, it will all be worth it in the end. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And So in Spain, the great game is ready to get going again.
Well, while this league has been known for a Madrid-Catalan domination, I love the fact that there are so many attractive teams with all their own identities, Peter. Can they break that domination? I'm not so sure, but they'll give it a good try as always.
If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
I just think what's most important is that both sides give a professional performance.
Chance for a shot! Deserve better.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. And that's going right the way across. Rafinha simply refused to be outdone there. First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Marino. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Olasagasti, over to the right flank. Can he latch on to this? Yehi. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And Alexander-Arnold. Akanji is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Looking tidy in possession here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. And Shevchenko! And the ball's come loose here. Olasagasti. Rafinha. Might be dangerous. Shevchenko! Goal! Barcelona! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Thinks about the shot. Tonali, and he's there to retrieve it. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. He's having a pop! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
He's rising! Wow, that's a fine save. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
They've played it short. He is just caressing the ball. Plays it in low. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. He can run onto that. Oh, nicely intercepted. Olasagasti. Toljan. Olasagasti. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's on it. Can he get away? Olasagasti finds himself offside. Now it's Marino. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Shevchenko does have his name on the score sheet, of course. It's an intricate... He's had a shot! And he's taking no chances there. Merino. Strong running down that left flank. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Passing is crisp. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! A class apart, out on his own. About as smooth as it gets. A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
2 minutos de descuento.
He's looking wide. Tries to play it through. Can he get onto this? Good ball, good take. Merino. And that is the end of the first half.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
So, for the first time this season, it's half-time. Barcelona sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. And we are back on the way. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. He'll try to keep this alive. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Tonali. Fernandez. No outsmarting him this time. Oh, now he'll try from distance! And he should have made them pay.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Knocks it into space. He's in plenty of space here. He's had it taken off him. Merino. And it's Fernandez. Barcelona in a very solid position, 2 to the good.
Shevchenko really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he welcomes it in, picked out brilliantly. Out of play for a goal kick.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a
60 minutes played.
94 espectadores.
Toljan.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Great vision. Oh, super find. He's shifting through the gears here. There's the shot! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Cristiano Ronaldo demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. A case now of complete control. And he's being shifted off it. Rafinha. Fernandes. Cristiano Ronaldo needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Quick look, thought about cutting inside. He's a sharp little ball here. That looks a good cross. So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, I think his job here, Peter, is going to be to reinvigorate that attack. Just change the rhythm up front.
Akanji. Fernandes. Now it's Shevchenko.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Ah, that's a fine interception. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Olasagasti. That's a cute ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Good running, strong and purposeful. Merino. Always onto this.
There they go, hunting again.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Good effort from distance. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Barcelona are closing in on a comfortable win. That's destined for the flank. And it's Olasagasti. Now it's Shevchenko. And that could set him on his way. Oh, just skip Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, wow, that's crazy! Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Defending was strong and firm. Cristiano Ronaldo showing good feet or good read. Tries a shot! Goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And that is as far as it goes. Barcelona are able to make a statement on opening day. A win with... And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So bring it on.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
So things are underway. And that was nowhere near his best. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nicely weighted ball. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And here's Shevchenko. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I think it's going to be hard, Peter, not to pick out the very talented Michael Elise here. We love his creativity and his ability to drift inside and find a little bit of space and then do serious damage. But potential was always in his game from a very young age, and he's realising that...
Terrific effort! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Succumbs to the pressure. And this is Shevchenko driving forward.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Mostantuono driving through the middle. Mostantuono! Alexander-Arnold goes back to front. Now it's Mbappe.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's having a pop! And he has kicked it out somehow.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Great ball, and he's in here. Nice interception, well timed. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
So we're still where we started right now. Merino with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. And here's Mbappe.
Madrid always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Carreras is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Nicely aimed pass. Could move up a gear here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Garcia. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Merino. Barcelona have it back and can go again.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, super find. Now this could be a chance. And Shevchenko! Now who's going to be first to this? Garcia. Now Mbappe. Valverde. And it's Carvajal. Asensio. For Valverde. Bellingham. Tries to play it through. This looks promising. Shoots! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Madrid have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's a simple one for the keeper. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Madrid clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And they've got a throw. And it's Carvajal. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Mbappe. Asensio does really well to win the ball there. Akanji tries to pass it through. Garcia wants to run onto this. Fernandez. Tonali. Asensio gets over and intercepts. Mastantuono. And it's made its way to him.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Mastantuono plays it short. Shevchenko. Now it's Olise, and he's picked out the run. Shevchenko! Andrei Shevchenko! Formidable! Truly formidable!
Well, who saw that coming? I honestly thought, Peter, that we had nothing to do apart from just counting the clock down as we approached half-time.
And that is indeed the final act. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Barcelona have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
He's shifting through the gears here, and the shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Oh, that's a great chance from a really swashbuckling run. His manager will be wanting more of that.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And he's intervened well there. Carreras. And it's Valverde. Lovely, now then. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's a pretty loose pass. Asensio. Still just a single goal between the sides. Gets a good foot in there. Looking for the run. Garcia. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's picked his way through.
Madrid really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Madrid choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Always onto this. Lovely ball and a chance for a shot! And a neat finish! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Tonali gets it away. Played into space. No, he's just misjudged that one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Madrid have opted to make another change here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Tonali, Shevchenko, currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Foot in, whistle's gone, that's foul. And it's Bellingham. Oh, that's delightful. Into the last quarter of an hour. The less said about that pass, the better. Bellingham. And here's Vinicius Junior. Played into the box. Tries to get it clear.
Madrid truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Good ball, good take. And this is Shevchenko. Tries to dink it through. And he can clear it away. Camavinga picks it up out wide. Serginho can get it clear.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Valverde into the last 5 minutes. And it's Carvajal. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Right, Shevchenko. Olise providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Alexander-Arnold. It's Vinicius Junior. Alexander-Arnold. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Alexander-Arnold. Carvajal. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And it's Carvajal. Played out wide. Now who's going to be first to this? Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Barcelona come away having earned what they always set out to earn. The maximum complement of...